Hi comic book fans, and welcome to suddenlycomics.com. So I have decided I'm going to go and send some comics off to CBCS for grading. So this will be the first time that I've actually submitted comics to grading myself. I did submit some comics for grading to CGC last year through Scott's, and 7 or 8 years ago I did give some comics directly to CGC at the London Comic Con for grading. However, those were for grading comics from my personal collection that I'd no intention to sell. However, I have accumulated some comics recently which I have bought purely to resell. I've got more than one copy, and I'm going to evaluate whether or not this is a worthwhile exercise, because I'm going to look at the value of the comic book ungraded, or what I paid for it, the cost of the grading, the cost of the shipping to the US, the cost of the shipping from CBCS to Stackery, where I consolidate my orders, and then the cost of shipping back from Stackery to me. So I'll add all those costs into the original purchase cost of the book to work out what that has cost me to get it in a graded condition. I will then try and sell them in a graded condition and see whether the whole grading process was worth it or not. Okay, so first up we have got Fantastic Four number 353. I've got two copies of this. This is the first appearance of Mobius M. Mobius, who is being played by Owen Wilson in the upcoming Loki TV series. And here you can, this is his first appearance, and he appears here on the cover. So this comic, in a sort of 9.8 grade, I've seen copies of this selling between $400 and $500. So this particular copy I bought in the last couple of weeks. So obviously a raw copy, and I bought it for £30, or around about $40. So I am hoping that when the Loki show drops, this will go up even more, and that my cost for grading, so the cost for grading this is $18, and it's going to cost me $5 in shipping to the States, and probably another $5 to ship to Stackery, and then I've got to get it back here again, so that's probably going to be another $10. So I reckon 28, 38, I reckon this is going to cost me $40 to get graded and get back in my hands. So I will have spent $80 on this. But if it comes out as either, well, I'm not sure it's going to come out as a 9.8, but even if it comes out at 9.6, I'm going to have made money on this. So let's see. So that's book number one. Then I've got two copies of this. This is Champions number 1 from 2016. Again, I've got 3 copies of this, so I'm keeping 1 copy. I'm tending to get 2 copies graded and potentially selling them. This has been going up in value, mainly because it's got a whole raft of very popular characters on here, coming together as a team for the first time. We've got Kamala Khan as Miss Marvel, we've got Miles Morales as Spider-Man, we've got Totally Awesome Hulk, we've got Nova, a young Cyclops, and Viv Vision, all coming together as a team. Could this potentially be a team that Marvel MCU is going to put together? Who knows, but this comic is going up. I paid about £30 again, or $40 for these for each of these 2 copies, and again 9.8s are selling for in the hundreds of dollars. These 2 both look like, I can see no reason why they're not 9.8s, but I'm not a grader, so I'm going to send these off. Like the first one, that's probably going to cost me another $40 to get it graded and get it back in my hands. So both of those will have cost me $80 to total cost, and then we'll see if we can sell them. Right, the next one is a bit slightly more expensive comic. It's Kanan #1, The Last Padawan. So this has got a whole raft of first appearances in it, including Kanan himself and Ezra Bridger and a number of others. And this comic has been going up significantly. Again, this looks like a 9.8 to me. I've paid about $80 for this. Again, it's going to cost me about $40 to get it graded. So probably total all-in cost around $120. But if it comes back as a 9.8, I think I'll be quids in. Even if it comes back as a 9.6, I should be okay. Okay, now a couple of interesting ones. So this is Usagi Jojimbo #1 from Dark Horse Comics. We are getting a Netflix Usagi Jojimbo cartoon series. It's already well into production. Usagi Jojimbo comics across the board have been seeing an increase. This one, raw, you can still pick up for $20. So, but I think it's going to go up more when we get a trailer drop for the cartoon series as it approaches. So I think it will go up more. I'm going to add $40 to the value of this. So it's going to go up to, this is going to cost me $60. So I am doing this on the basis that the TV cartoon series is going to increase the value of this. So next up, and this is one I've got 2 copies of this, and I bought them both new, and they sat in my attic for years until earlier this year I realised they'd actually got significant value, and I'm sending one of them off for grading. And it is Usagi Jojimbo #1. This is his original. This is his first standalone series after his appearances in Albedo, which is now hugely expensive. But even this, I could probably sell this raw copy for about $300 or $400. Now, if this came back as a 9.8, I could probably sell it for more than $1,000. I don't think it is. I think it's going to come back as a 9.4 or a 9.6. But even so, you know, it's probably worth getting graded, and I think it's going to go up more as the television series approaches. This was a low print run. There are not many of them. So yeah, and I'm lucky enough to got 2 of these. So if I get this one graded up, I probably will sell it. Okay, and then lastly, I've got a Dark Horse Presents number 36, and this is a variant cover, and as you can see, it's got aliens in it. So again, this comic's probably, I've had this from new, okay, but if you look at what you could buy a raw copy of this for around $30 to $40, but graded copies are worth more. And then this looks pretty good to me. I think probably a 9.6. I think it's worth getting graded because Disney now own Aliens and Predator, and I think it's only a matter of time before we get either an Aliens movie, a Predator movie, or an Aliens and Predator movie. And if we do, all these Dark Horse Aliens and Predator issues are going to go up. So that's it. So that's the 7 comics I'm going to send off to CBCS. I've already paid. So here's my invoice from CBCS for the 7 comics. I'm going to pack that up this afternoon, take it up to the post office, and post them off. We'll also see how long it takes. I think the expensive one there, the Usagi Jojimbo #1, is a different price tier. That's going to cost me $40 to get graded, but it says it's on a 2-day service, so who knows. But I've paid for the cheapest shipping from CBCS, who are in Dallas, Texas, to send to my Stackery account in New Hampshire. Right, so Once I get these back, I will do another video showing the grades that I've got and what I think the values are and whether the grading experience was worth it. Enough said. Oh, please, of course, if you liked this, hit the like button, and if you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button. Many thanks.